Or 4?
1.
Hi.
Oh, nice. We got the other person do the intro this time.
I just said hi.
Now, Erica, you have to do the full
Well,
intro
now that
now.
you
Nope,
now that
Erica,
you
Erica, you have to
started,
do the full intro.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Moth Company, episode 5. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's so good to see you here.
that was a pretty good intro. I gotta lie, that was better
What
than most
happened
of the
last time, I
intros.
wonder?
Oh well, I'm glad I can help you out with that. Just tweaking the audio a
Erica,
bit
you do
more.
intros now.
You're the intro person now. All right, so
maybe. I don't know.
we'll
I'm
have
not the
to
boss.
discuss it with all of our lovely producers. Okay.
Are you?
So
We gotta talk to the big wig.
in case
Oh,
you
right. We got a team.
in case you weren't here last session, fell asleep on the floor, or had the audio muted, here's what you missed. The group had been teleported from their home plane, their home plane of existence, and has been brought to a new place, which is a clockwork, very rigid clockwork structure that stretches on farther than anyone can imagine. During this time, they found their way to one of the few settlements they've seen throughout their entire lives. The building of, or not the building, the village of Fallstop, atop a very large waterfall. I wonder where they got that name from. And they have met a few people within this village. Kato had a very spirited argument with another orc, and you guys spoke to the mayor. But it is now nighttime, and the mayor has dispatched you. So you have been kicked out of the mayor's office, and you have been put out onto the streets.
So, we're going to that lady's house?
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta get some rest or something.
Oh, Kato came back?
Kato's back now.
Yay. Okay, thank you.
No, Kato's not here anymore.
Kato
rolled
went.
in
Kato's
the
gone.
Kato's too angry to come back. So
Kato swam down the falls and is never coming back.
became
No.
a fish.
Already got distracted.
So you guys are outside, and there's a gentle snowfall. There's a few drifts of snow, and it is kind of accentuating the street lit with lanterns that is spreading out before you. The groaning and clanking of the gears is still audible, but the sky is darkened almost completely, obscuring your vision of the huge clockwork mechanism that surrounds you. There are still villagers walking around, but there aren't nearly as many as when you arrived here at Fallstop.
So,
Did that lady tell us where her house is?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she said it was the largest house in the little village they have. So it's kind of separated by the river, so you have like their town proper, and then they have their living space, which is kind of off to the side.
I mean, do
Then
we
let's
have
go there.
to go?
I don't know where the
Let's go there.
Fair
I'm
enough.
walking there.
All right, you're gonna walk
Right.
there.
I'm going. I'm
So
going.
as you're walking down the cobblestone streets, you hear a bit of singing wafting down the street. It seems like a very lively kind of group singing, drifting from a building alongside the river. So it's
Okay.
coming
Can I
from.
make a perception check?
Oh yeah, of course. To figure out where the singing is coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Insight to see why they're
17.
It's coming from about halfway down the street in a large two-story building that has a sign that says Marley's on it.
Can I do an insight check to see why the hell they're singing?
Sure.
They're probably drunk.
15.
You think it's cult. You think it is. It is strangely loud. The lyrics don't make any sense. Definitely a
Can I
cult.
do an insight check to see if they're drunk?
Sure.
Maybe they're caroling.
I think it's a cult.
That's a
Pretty
nat
sure.
20.
It sounds like they're drunk. Just sounds like it's a bunch of people having a nice time.
It's a cult. I mean, it's a large group of people
No.
together. Lyrics don't make sense. Has to be a cult.
Darling,
Carolyn.
you've never been in a city before. They're drunk.
When people get drunk, they die. They don't sing.
I
No, sometimes when they're in a safe
have
place,
you
they
ever
have fun.
seen anyone drink alcohol?
Have you
But
ever
wasn't
had
it
alcohol?
poison? No.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Johnny, we gotta get you a drink.
What?
I
can we go to the
don't-
bar?
We gotta get
Oh
you a
yeah,
drink.
sure. You can
Yeah.
go to Marley's.
Go to the bar. To the bar.
I like grab Urani's hand.
You just
and
start
drag her into the
yanking
bar.
him toward the bar.
Why are we doing this? Why are we going into a cult?
All right. So yeah, as you're getting
For
closer,
fun.
the noise starts getting a little louder and a little louder, and eventually you're standing in front of a long building with one floor looming above you, and there's a long window beside the door. Looking inside the window, you can see a blazing hearth with trophies from hunts on the walls, including a few with mandibles. And there's a whole slew of people inside, um, with flagons of ale and various meats laid out on tables.
Okay.
Like,
do we have money?
I have
I have money. I'm gonna go up to the bartender. I assume that there's a bartender.
Yeah, there's an older woman inside, and also there's a lot of there's paintings hanging around the shop, or not the shop, like the bar. There's a lot of paintings, of kind of stuff that seems like it's been painted from this area. You know, wolves peering out of pine forests and lumberjacks and kind of things like that.
Do they look like they're all by the same person?
They all look markedly similar. There are a few small differences, but they all seem very, very alike.
All right, can we get 4 whiskeys?
Well, I was gonna say if you want a chair, but I guess if you want to stand, that's fine with me. As you can see, we got nothing, but a cup of whiskey doesn't sound bad. Let me see what I
Well,
can
I'm
get
not
for
opposed to sitting, but
you.
I find standing more useful.
There's a booth near the
Is there,
window
like,
if you
music?
want it.
All right,
Other than the
great.
people
Thank you so
singing?
much.
Much
Urani is
obliged.
very confused. She's never been to a bar before.
Yeah, there's no
I, like,
performers
hold both
in
of
here.
Urani's hands, and I'm like, hey, look, it's been like a fucking century since I've had fun. I don't think you've ever had fun. We're gonna have fun.
Fun. I know how to have
You thought they
fun.
were in a cult.
Yes, because when people are singing very loudly and the lyrics do not make sense, that is typically a cult. Do you know how many cults there are?
This is
A lot of cults.
All right, are you guys?
All right, well, we got a booth, so let's go
Yeah.
sit down. Let's take a seat, and then we can talk about cults
All right,
or whatever.
Maya, so you guys are going over to the booth, and Maya, you spot something out of the corner of your eye. It's a fork and knife moving on its own, near a man. There's a very well-groomed man with kind of pale or very dark, weathered, not like tanned leather skin or weathered skin. And he's just sitting in a booth across from you guys, just eating.
It's like fork and knife feeding him?
Yes, it seems like the knife is cutting into a roast, and the fork is puncturing pieces of the roast and putting it into his mouth.
Is he like doing something else with his hands?
You can't. You don't see him doing anything with his hands.
Well, I'm not going to do anything with him just yet. I'm actually going to go up to the bartender and ask to make one of the whiskeys something a bit weaker.
All right. So you're heading up to this bar. It's on a very short. So it's right nestled against a set of stairs that go upstairs. There's a few barrels set into the wall, and a couple of bottles kind of lying in shelves between those two. And there's an older woman with graying, kind of stringy hair and very large arms working the bar. Can I help you? You're probably still waiting on those whiskeys, huh?
Yeah, actually wondering if you could change one of those whiskeys to something a little less strong.
Yeah, sure. We can water it down a little bit. That's what you're looking for.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Just we're running a tab for you up front, so just make sure to pick it up before you leave. All right?
Thank you.
My pleasure. And
All right.
yeah, so you guys are sitting. What are you guys doing right now? Because you're just kind of sitting in the.
Probably
I want
trying.
to look around to see if anyone has like a fiddle or anything that I can borrow, or if they, I maybe like ask at the bar to see if they have one.
What were you?
What?
What were you looking for? I'm sorry.
A fiddle.
A fiddle. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Too quiet in here.
Yeah, it's too quiet in here. The shouting is. It's just singing with no music behind it. Yeah, sure. Make an investigation check for me, will you?
Okay. Six.
Before you're not able to come across a fiddle, but before long someone has produced a fife and has added into the cacophony with the
Same.
loud, piercing tones of a fife.
Okay, then with the music, I'm gonna grab Urani and I'm gonna start teaching her like an old elven folk dance that my dad taught me.
Okay. Oh jeez. All right, so yeah, you guys are gonna get up and head out to the floor. What about
Meanwhile,
Kato?
Kato's just trying to like untuck his cloak from under his ass.
Kato is like that one character you see in every stereotypical tavern scene in a fantasy setting where he's like just sitting brooding in the corner with a mug of ale.
Yeah, I'm sitting brooding in the corner and I'm like tapping the table with my finger.
Yeah.
My cloak is under my ass and I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're trying to like get the cloak off.
Yeah, I'm trying to like covertly get my ass free. Free ass.
All right, and Maya, you're just hanging out.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, let's go to the dance. Let's go to the dance floor.
Weird question, Johnny. Do I recognize this at all?
Recognize what?
The dance.
No. No, I mean, no, you didn't really have a great handle on Elvish culture. You know, you were more worried about stringing them up. Didn't never really crossed your mind to think about the culture, so yeah, I don't think you would know it.
Your face is funny.
Miles away. We're dancing. We're having fun.
Remembering that. Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
I've just been trying really hard to pretend that I didn't see the heads on spikes thing.
Oh, it's like you're looking into Urani's face, and I don't know if you're smiling or whatever, Urani, but you're looking at them, and then like every couple seconds, it's like you blink and you just see like impaled elf heads, and you're trying to distance these two images, and it's not working. Oh. So the scene is completely ruined. As you just
drink yet.
You just throw up on the floor, and the music, the singing and the music stops.
Seeing a bunch of fucking heads on spikes will do that to you without alcohol, bud.
What?
And you don't act like you don't know. You know.
What do I know?
I was in your head. I was in your head. I know.
Wait,
I'm going to go grab both of them.
You're gonna take them out by the ears.
And go, hey, if you're gonna start this, don't ruin it for the rest of them, all right? And then I grab them by their ears and drag them back to the booth.
Wow, this is a great painting. I'm having a great time.
Oh, the painting you're examining is like it's a large wall mural and it's just a bunch of people building the village. So like you could see them lifting the like felling trees and all that kind of stuff. It's like a time lapse. So anyway,
I love a good watercolor.
oh yeah, the older woman has brought over the whiskey and kind of taken notice of Kato. Can I get you anything? Something to eat?
Down and I chug mine and I don't look at Urani.
Okay.
Oh, we're all good. Do we need something to eat?
I mean, you haven't eaten.
No, I'm just asking everyone.
No.
You all need something to eat? Okay.
I still don't need to eat. Haha. Urani probably hasn't eaten in like years.
Slim.
Truly horrible. Truly bad.
I mean, there's nothing to be said that you can't enjoy a nice meal.
What are your options?
Well, we just brought in part of an owl bear today, so we're trying to get rid of the owl steaks, you know? We're doing that in a beer...
I'd love a good owl steak.
Beer reduction and...
Two owl steaks for the group?
Yeah, sure, 2 owl steaks. We can do that for you. We'll get them right up, and we'll bring out a loaf of bread to start you off.
And
how much does that cost?
It's going to be, for everything, your tab so far is 2 gold pieces for the drinks and
steaks.
Oof. Okay.
We're set. We're good. I have 24 gold, so...
75.
We're set. Nice.
I'm trying to ask Iridan. I'm like, what, you saw what did you see? Please.
Can I just signal for another whiskey? No, actually, I'm just gonna take your honest.
Yeah, sure. So you down one. So you put it back, grab your onions across the table, and how are you guys sitting actually?
I
probably Kato and Maya in one.
Okay.
In one side, and then Urani and Iridan on the other.
So you're just like reaching over and taking it. Okay.
Yeah.
Maya, the man is still there with the fork and knife, though now he has put the fork and knife away, and a journal has appeared, and you can see the pages flipping on their own as he writes with a quill that is also writing on its own.
Alright, I'm going to get up. Excuse me for a moment, and go over. And just gently say, excuse me? So?
Yeah, you're excused. What can I do you for, huh?
I was just wondering, how are you doing that?
All this? Well, you know, it's just a little, you know, you pick up a... I'm sure you can see. I'm positive you could see here. It's a quill, and it's a book, and I don't have to do anything, you know? It's great.
Man, fuck this guy.
Are you the one powering the magic? Are they magical artifacts in and of themselves?
Well, yeah. I'm I guess you could say it's a partnership. You know, I work with them, they work with me, you know. It's a great system we got going on. But yeah, it's actually here. You wanna sit down quick? Look at this steak. I'm not gonna eat it. And the quill kind of like quickly flicks from writing to gesturing at the steak.
Okay, thank you.
Oh yeah. It's no trouble. Yeah. So anyway, and the quill and the journal set themselves down, and the quill tucks itself within the journal. Yeah, you know, you go all over the place, and sometimes you go and you end up with a thing or two, you know.
I suppose I kind of understand that.
Yeah, it's all way too much anymore. But anyway, what brings you here to Fallstop, huh? Just another person passing through?
Yes, it was a chance encounter.
That's how I came across the place myself, you know. You're just wandering around, and eventually, boom, you end up here. It's kind kind of weird in that way, but life's weird once you get to know it.
Most definitely.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go back to the other booth quick.
Do you guys want any cockatrice saliva in your whiskey, or just me?
No.
I'm a little alchemy cat out.
Just like.
How to explain this? It makes liquid crunchy. I don't really know how to.
No.
Yeah, I just get a little pipette.
Absolutely no.
All right. Suit yourself.
So you're just.
Ronnie is still trying to find a way to ask Iridan to tell her.
So you're just starting to chew on your whiskey?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it makes it solid. I think it just.
It's like ice.
Makes it crunchy in a way that is unexplainable. Like it's still liquid, but it tastes crunchy.
Nice.
The kind of person who likes crunchy eggs is what I'm getting from this.
Yeah, I guess so.
Iridan, I'm sorry if I upset you in some way. I need to know.
Can I use the message cantrip to like put an image in someone's head?
Let me take a look. I'm pretty sure you can. I don't see.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get up for a second. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Message.
You guys keep doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I don't see why not. It doesn't say that in the book, but I'm okay with it.
I show Urani a picture of my city burning, and I say to her, "You're just as bad as they were," and then I leave.
Oof. Okay, so you've gotten up and you've exited. Kato. Okay.
But it's awkward because I do have to like climb over Urani.
Yeah, so you're sitting on the inside. All right.
So it's less dramatic than I would have liked.
All right. So, yeah, Maya, you're still sitting in the same booth as this person, and you see that they don't have a flagon. They have a decanter of wine. They have a very it's a plain kind of silvery wine glass that has a glass bowl in it, so you can kind of see where the wine is. It's like a chalice, but as a glass cup section. Yeah, well, time to get rambling on. Come on, you can't stay here forever. It's just boring, You live in peace for so long, and you gotta shake it up. So, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to shake it up and shake it out.
I suppose I could use a little bit of peace myself.
Yeah, everyone says that, but chaos can take any form it needs to, my friend. Let me tell you, I've seen all sorts of things here and there and everywhere. It's a wide, weird world out there, and as soon as you see enough of it, kind of forget about taking it easy.
I suppose everyone has their own outlooks.
But, yeah. So, you see the man across from you is kind of looking at you, trying to figure out, like, trying to quietly gauge what you are. So, where'd you come from anyway?
Let's see. Can I roll insight to see if it's a good idea or a bad idea to tell him the truth?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. +1, let's do this. 16.
It's the way that he asked so flippantly. It seems like he doesn't have much stake in it. In terms of like, it's not a thing that he seems very interested in.
I come from a place known as, I believe, the Prime Material Plane.
The Prime, huh? You're a primer. Wow, explains it. You look so well. Pardon the term. You look like you've been going to hell and back. I was gonna say, yeah. Primer makes sense. How'd you get here anyway? All the portals are closed there.
It was an accident. I'll leave it at that.
Let me tell you, my boy, accidents don't happen. Or sorry, accidents don't happen. You know, they don't. Accidents don't happen. It's just not meant to be.
Well,
You see him kind of like grinding his teeth a little bit.
interesting.
All right, we're gonna go back over to Eridan and see how Eridan is doing now that they have left. Now
Yeah,
that you've
I'm just
left
storming
Marley's,
out. I don't even.
you're just walking.
I'm not even like walking towards the house. I'm just walking.
Okay. So as you're wandering around, you come across a small um, it's just you're walking all the way back from the commercial area, and at the very end of the way, near the back of a cliff, looking out into the dark abyss, there's something like a boat dock. So there are old crates and boxes sitting around, and there's a little bit of dust on everything. But it's hard to see miss why because there's this little boat sitting in the dock with a ton of damage done to it, and there's a lantern on inside the boat, like inside the little cabin area there.
Does any of the damage look like? Is there anything I could fix with like mending?
Probably, yeah. Let me take a look at the spell.
Okay, I'm just gonna get on the boat and start fixing whatever I can.
Okie dokie. Good. Good extra. You can get an, no, that'll come back to mending, broken chain, key, wineskin. Okay, yeah, so you're able to, there on the very front of the ship, the only thing that denotes any weapon, there's a crossbow. And the crossbow string has been torn in two. And with the touch of magic, you're able to start to fuse this crossbow string back together. And as you finish fusing the string, you feel there's a presence behind you. Respectfully, like a couple feet away, just watching you work.
Sorry, is this your ship?
Yeah, it was, but thank you very much for your help. You know, you seldom ever encounter
Sorry
nice
to
people.
Sorry to intrude. It's just I saw something that it seemed like I could fix, and those are few and far between these days.
Yeah, I know the feeling well. Say, can I offer you anything? I don't have much, but it's the least I could do.
You got a drink?
I'd like to think, and he kind of holds up a flagon. That's very, it's actually it's not a flagon, it's a drinking horn. It says, yeah, if you don't mind something that'll burn your throat a little bit as it goes down.
I just grab it and
You quaff, yeah, you quaff it. All right.
I'm sorry. Hi, Erica. I'm really sorry.
So you were a traveler, yeah?
Yeah, I was a traveler once. Ship got a little bogged down here. I've been trying to fix it, but this place ain't much of a shipyard, you know? And you can see,
I bet you got some good stories to tell.
yeah, he was wearing a cloak, but he's kind of like he's taken it off so you could see his face. And it's a grayish green kind of face with a small beard and two tusks kind of sticking out of his mouth, and one of them is a little cut off. And beneath it, lit by the lantern, there's a sleeveless cloak in royal purple. Yeah, you'd be surprised. I got a lot. You seem like you're quite the traveler yourself. Want to swap a few?
Yeah, yeah. You tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
Ah, well, I guess I should familiarize you with the ship. Yes, there's the Gun Swallow. It's a family ship passed down between all of my people. So, my father, oh, a long time ago, back when I was a young boy, took me out on a fishing trip with him. He said, "All right, we're gonna go through the gate. We're gonna go catch ourselves a fish. We're gonna come back and we'll have it up for dinner tonight. You can tell your mom and your sister and all of them, and my sister Rashina was below deck. She was working on the ship's engines at the time, because you can't leave home without a trusty engine mate, So, so we get out there and we had our poles out trying to catch anything that would float by that little old dinghy. And eventually, my dad, he brings me over. He says, "Son, make us, come here." And he points over the side of the ship, and there's an astral whale. Its side was like, it was like stars, just glittering purple stars. This thing was probably as long as this whole street. And he said, "All right, let's get it." And he casts his line over the side there and looks right onto that thing, trying to pull it up. Brings the ship right down on top of it, scrapes the hell out of the hull. Blew one of the top engines out, and we ended up floating on the back of an astral whale for a week. Mom was worried sick. Clearly, you can see he's already a little bit intoxicated by now. All right, we're gonna go back to Marley's, where the mood has become considerably dour as drama has kind of rolled out in the place. So yeah, how are you guys doing in terms of hanging
I'm
out
really
in
just
Marley's?
looking at this art, trying not to bother anyone.
Oh,
I
okay.
would,
Seems like people got some stuff going on.
I would say Urani is contemplating her life choices, although she does not know what those are.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're.
It's sort of like,
Oh, so you're just like sitting. You're both just sitting there in silence.
Well,
Facing
Urani,
away from
I
each
think I'm
other.
gonna turn in soon. I'm gonna go collect the tab and all.
yeah, I can pay for it. I'll pay for it. And then she goes to the bar.
Okay. The bar is pretty much empty now. Most of the villagers have gone away because it's pretty early in the morning as far as you can gather. And just the old woman's kind of sitting there, and she's got a wooden, like a pine pipe, and she's just taking small puffs on this very fragrant plant that is stuffed into the pipe. You're settling your tab, huh? I thought you guys were gonna stay all night.
No, we probably should.
Ah, no, it's no trouble. We got rooms upstairs anyway. I'll be down here until tomorrow morning. Let's see here. 2 steaks and a couple of whiskeys. 3 gold pieces, please.
Okay. Give her the 3 gold.
All right. She pockets it, and you can see she's got a little bit of a strange expression, as she pockets the gold pieces. Well, y'all have a safe trip wherever you're off to. I hope to see you back here at Marley's again. She kind
Thank
of
you.
smiles at you and goes back to her pipe.
Very nice establishment.
We've had it for many, many years. Ain't
You
going
make
away
the
just
art?
yet. No, that's
Are you
my.
Marley and or make the art?
We're all Marley. Marley is the last name. My folks
Ah,
built the place from the ground up, but that's my son's work.
son. I'd love to meet him
Yeah,
right there. I'd love to meet him someday. He seemed a damn fine artist.
yeah. The little boy is as sweet as an angel, but he usually turns in pretty early. I can't believe he sleeps through all this ruckus, but come by sometime during the afternoon. We'll see if I can find him for you. He's usually upstairs in the studio. Or studio.
Sounds great. All right. Judy.
All right, I'm gonna go run to the bathroom real fast. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Amy, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to cause drama, and I feel so bad because I'm sorry.
I mean, you didn't cause drama. I looked in your head.
I know. I'm sorry. It's gonna be real awkward when we see each other again, isn't it?
Look in
I
someone's
don't know,
brain
maybe
hole.
let's
I'm
live
not
with the
gonna.
Orkman.
Freaking.
Please don't live with my work stepdad.
Eridan's
Wait.
on their own side quest.
Eridan leaves to go live with an old orc man.
Old orc man. Urani would get drunk, but she's probably way too nervous to go up to the bar and ask for a drink, so she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Urani's seen bars. Destroyed bars. Empty bars,
Mhm.
but I still feel really bad.
Erica, it's okay. It's fictional.
I will never stop feeling bad.
Hi, Wolfie. Just saying hi to Wolfie.
I will feel. Hi, Wolfie. Hi. I still to catch you up on everything that happened. Drama.
Intrigue. Wolfie, probably
Erica's worried about the
the only one
fictional
that-
feelings she made Amy's fictional character feel.
Yeah.
the only reason
I
you're
feel-
probably hanging out in the chat. I don't know if anyone else is actually there. But I'm sure if you stay with us, we'll try to lure some more people in for you. Call Shien. Okay.
Shen is joining after he eats dinner.
All right. Yeah.
All
So
right.
there are people on the way, and we can catch them up.
Okay, so
There are
recap,
people.
since you were here about the astral whale. Basically, we went to a bar. It was pretty fun. We were all vibing. Iridan was teaching Urani how to dance, and then Iridan sorta kinda was like, oh god, wait, I can't stop seeing dead elves. Because that was in Urani's head. And then she told Urani that, and Urani was like, what the hell are you talking about? And then Iridan basically sent a photo of her burning city into Urani's head, and then said, you're just as bad as them, and then left. And now she's chilling
Erica,
with
Wolfie can
texted
just
you a
watch the
GIF.
stream back.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah,
already
you can
summed it up.
rewind.
You already just summed it up for them.
Yeah,
so,
it's too late now.
So I
Yeah,
guess
I don't think we have to recap for singular people.
no.
We only got so much time.
Okay. Yeah, so
We're turning in for the night. We're going up to the house.
you're headed up to the house.
to turn
All
in.
right. So let's see. I have to actually scroll to the correct session notes. Okay. So crossing the wooden bridge, the path turns from stone to well-worn dirt that heads up a gradual hill. There are small homes sitting all around you, crafted out of pine and stone, with tall roofs that meet in a steep point. There's light flickering in some of the windows, including the home nestled against the sheer cliff wall, which has a second floor with a small balcony out in front of it. This seems to be the place you were told to go.
Okay,
Go
I guess
there.
I'll just
Um,
knock on the door.
All right. So you're passing up the hill, and you can see by the light of the lanterns, there are snowmen in some of the yards. Like snowmen with little
Yes.
pine cone noses and two charcoal eyes and sticks kind of standing out of them.
Aw.
Okay.
And after a brief walk through the sleepy village, you've come to the front of the building you were told to go to. On the door, there's a scene of a hunter stalking an elves carved into it. And beside the latch, a placard reads, "The Tell."
Wait, there's a what?
There's a scene of a hunter.
Yeah.
So there's a placard. There's a little like
Yeah.
plaque. And on the door, there's a scene of a hunter stalking an elk.
I thought you said an elf for a second.
No,
I'm
elk.
like,
yeah, that's
E-L-K,
what it
elk.
sounds like.
okay, thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I'll just knock, I guess.
All right. So the
Am
door swings
I-
open.
Yeah,
Uh,
we grabbed
Yeah,
you.
are you with us? Do you want to come with us or stay at the bar?
I think once I noticed that you two were leaving, I excused myself and left with you.
All right.
We grabbed you.
So, Gail, after you left, you saw the man kind of looks at you as you leave, like not eyeing you suspiciously, but kind of looking at you with a little bit of interest. And as the door swings open, there's a gust of heat that carries with it a rich, spicy scent. In the doorway is the older woman you met earlier. The cold is no place to sleep. Come in, please, come in.
Thank you. All right.
In no time at all, the woman has led you into her home. Please, just leave your cloaks and boots at the door if you don't mind. And
Of course, yeah.
I'm gonna turn to both of them and say, should I go find Iridan?
She'll find her way back.
You shouldn't be the one to do it. You know,
She'll find her way back. She's fine. What's going on?
She left.
I
Okay.
think I'll go
Like left?
okay, so you're going to go find them.
Left or regular left?
So
left or regular left?
I don't know. She just left the tavern. They just left the tavern.
it was right, left. Okay, so you guys are just standing in this rustic cabin, and there are several.
I do take off my boots.
All right. There are several
Yeah.
chairs around a large fireplace in the main room, and hanging above this fireplace is a lacquered bow that is flanked by potted flowers. Sitting near the fireplace is a muscular young woman with flaxen hair and a cast on her leg, and she kind of gives you a weak smile. The doctors say it'll be healed in a few weeks, thanks to some magic, and thanks to you guys as well.
It's not a problem.
Well, it was a nice thing to do. I'm sorry, I didn't
Thank you.
introduce myself earlier. I'm Anne-Marie, and my mother is Rosemarie.
Nice to meet you, Anne-Marie. I'm Kato, and this is Urani. And the tiefling that just left is Maya. They gotta go take care of business or something, I guess.
Yeah, understandable. We just finished up dinner, but there's a little bit of food left. If you want anything.
Well, we already ate, so I think at least for me, I'll just retire to my.
It's very nice of you to offer, though.
Oh, yeah, of course. And perhaps some wine to stave off the cold?
Sure.
You know what? I'll take you up on that wine.
All right. Rosemarie returns, and it's not like she was waiting on the younger woman, but she returns with a single bottle of wine and a few glasses. And they're just wooden goblets that have been carved out of whatever wood they could find. Please, I know it's not much, but it's all that we have.
More than enough.
It's plenty, trust me.
Thank you. Well. So, I don't know.
I downed my whole glass.
All right, yeah, you just drink the. It is. Hold on, there's a description.
I don't
of the
down the
wine.
whole glass.
So, the wine is pretty smooth going down, and it smells like cinnamon. And Rosemarie kind of takes out a set of bones, of small bones, and she starts passing them between her fingers, kind of like tossing them up and catching them on her palm. So, when did you find my daughter, if you don't mind me asking?
We were.
Just yesterday, we were travelers, and we found her in the woods with an owl bear.
An owl? It was an owlbear? Really? I thought it was.
Yeah, I tried to wrestle it. It was pretty dumb of me,
Well,
but
there was an owl bear,
I lived
and
to
they were
tell the
fighting it.
tale.
And I ended up near the stream, and then I found her.
That's.
Well, we wrestled it about halfway through. We wrestled it for about halfway.
You remind me of my husband. He would do the exact same thing. All right, so we're gonna go back over to Maya, who is searching for. Actually, no, we're gonna go for Aridin. So Aridin, you are sitting on the I assume are you sitting on the deck of this ship? On the
Yeah,
boat?
are we on chairs or are we just sitting on the ground?
Yeah, the orc that you've been talking to brought up a couple of empty crates, and you guys are kind of sitting on that, and he pulled out a lantern. Another, um, so you're a traveler, are you? Seems like it from the amount of stories you've had.
I mean, I wasn't always. My father was a professor. Did I tell you that yet?
No, I don't think you have. I'm sorry.
When I was little, and I really little, like by human standards little, I would stay in the library during the day. My mom was gone, so he had to keep me near him. I would stay in the library and I read everything in there. And one day I read this book, just a fairy tale, not a true story, about a white stag that had to grant wishes to whoever caught it. And I became obsessed with it. And the next day, like little kids do, I packed up a little bag. I put some bread in there. And I went out into the woods to find
your white stag.
to find the stag. And I, like children in the forest do, I got lost and I was in there for quite a long time before my dad found me. And he came up to me and, he picked me up, put me on his knee, and how dads do. And he said to me, Villia, this quest for knowledge you're on, it's good, but you don't have to do these things alone.
Yeah.
And then, he hugged me and then he yelled at me quite a bit.
Did you ever find your white stag, or are you still looking?
Still looking.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even remember what I was going to wish for. I have a million things I would wish for now, but then it was probably something silly.
yeah, I know that. If I had one wish, it'd probably be to fix the boat right now. Yeah.
I can help with that.
I'm not having
Can I
much
just go
luck.
around and start mending things?
Okay, you just start
Just
fixing.
get up. I'm definitely drunk at this point.
He gets up too, and starts grabbing planks of wood and things, and starts patching the boat back together. So you're mending things like untangling ropes on the mast and kind of rigging and things like that. And he's like picked up the mast and started like working with some metal to try to secure it down, and like he's doing some of the larger stuff unless you want to really get in there. So before long, some of the things on the ship have been fixed. It's not completely fixed, but it's definitely a lot better. Today been a really rough day. I haven't seen my brothers, my family in a long time. Haven't seen anyone from the guild.
When he says something about family, can I grab the thing and drink again?
Oh yeah, sure. You're probably not going to remember this tomorrow, but thank you for coming and
fantastic.
Thank you for coming and brightening my evening a little bit. It's so strange that you might meet someone and you think you know them, or you think you can, you have something in common with them, and then they turn around and backstab you. But a total stranger can come up and do something nice for you, and that's what I wish the world could be. But it's not always like that, huh?
I haven't met someone that I had much meaningful in common with in a long time. So thank you too.
You're welcome. In case you ever need anything, my name's Mikas.
Airden.
The pleasure's mine, Erden. I hope you get where you're going safely. But as of right now, I'm going to try to tuck away the drink for the evening and hopefully get on my way tomorrow.
Good night.
May the light guide you to your beloved silver stag. And he heads below deck. And you arrive to where you think Erden is shortly after, which is the Maya, which is this deck of an old boat that has seemingly been haphazardly repaired.
So.
Do I see her?
assume that
Um,
Erden is among
Yeah,
them.
you notice Maya.
Maya!
Oh,
I run up to
Airden.
Maya and I like put our arms together. Like link our arms.
Aw.
I was wondering where you were. I was getting worried.
Maya, did I ever tell you about my dad?
I don't think you have.
He was a professor. I loved him a lot. He said he lied to me, I think.
How so?
I was alone for a long time. So he lied. And then I just start like skipping down the road.
A lot
I'm
of
gonna
dad stuff
cry.
from Mechanus. A
I'm
lot
gonna
of dad
cry.
stuff from Mechanus.
It's Dakinus or something.
My Ty has his dad thing. Amy's gotta raise you their dad thing. We all gotta have our dad thing.
Quick, have
I
your
got
It all
dad.
has to be with
do
the
I have
same
to raise
orc.
my dad
It all has
thing
to be
now?
with the same orc.
No.
It's all the same orc. As long as
All
it's
right.
amazing.
We all
You-
relive our dad trauma with our
this
good orc friends.
this orc should be a therapist because when you talk to him, you get the dad stuff.
You get
You get the
that.
you get the dad stuff out of your system. All right. So yeah, you after a little while, you guys have returned to the house. It's a very quaint building to you, Airden. It's very homey, very comfortable, and the fire is burning pretty low, and the bottle of wine that you guys have been working on has slowly dwindled, and Anne has made her way gingerly up the stairs to bed.
Okay. There's like a fire.
Yeah, there's a fireplace.
Okay. I just like sit cross-legged in front of the fire and close my eyes.
Okay. Sorry, you guys are gonna head to bed. While those...
Yeah, I figured you're already
Sleeping.
passed out.
Like kneel
We
down,
be sleeping.
like a half
We-
sit,
we be-
half kneel, and put my
Sleep.
hand on
Sleep
Erden's
o'clock.
shoulder, and just go, "Hey, are you okay?"
I am in a trance.
Oh yeah, you're trancing. Yeah. Yeah, I figured that's what
We
that
be
was.
sleeping.
So you just can't trance.
We
you
be
just can't-
sleeping.
Okay. So after a strange
We
day,
be sleeping, boys. A
Subtle
long
about
sleep.
it.
you're met with an equally
Long
strange
rest, more
feeling.
like long sleep.
You're lying on a cloth square that is some kind of padding rather than the hard ground or some kind of old bedroll you're used to. Sleep comes pretty easily tonight, as a full belly and a warm bed let you rest in a way that you haven't in a great long while, though it doesn't quite entirely set your mind at ease. And Urani, as you're lying in bed, you notice a strange kind of buzzing pressure. It's only when you're lying down that you can kind of feel this tiny little thing at the back of your head, like one single hair is standing on end.
Do I know why?
You can't quite discern why. You just thought there's a little tiny thing. It's so small you wouldn't have noticed it if you weren't trying to like sleep.
Hey.
All right.
Can I roll to try
We be
and see
sleeping.
what it is?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, do I add anything to that? Like,
No.
okay. 12.
You're not sure what it is.
Okay.
It's so minute. it's like a pin. It's like a tiny pinprick.
Okay, that's nice. That's
And pale white. So you guys all have a long rest, so you can restore back to full or do
Great.
whatever you need.
yay! I'm now at
Long
8.
rest, more like long sleep.
Sleep time.
Get it?
Get it?
Sleep
Why are you
time.
getting it?
Oh,
Sleep.
I'm thinking that Maya probably, instead of going up to a room, just kind of sits down next to Airden and falls asleep on their shoulder.
Aw.
Aw.
That's so cute.
So you
Yes, that'd
guys
be-
have been.
If any of you
Y'all having your tea shop
realize
AU or whatever.
the problem with this is the trance ends in 4 hours.
So yeah, you're just gonna be like asleep,
Yeah, so I like wake up.
and you
And
move,
just
you
Aaron
sits
move,
there
sits there
and
and
Aaron
like-
stares forward for 6 hours.
you move, and Maya just hits the floor.
Can I like put a blanket over her?
Yeah, you can grab one of the blankets that you didn't use.
This is such a heart-wrenching session.
So, pale white light streams through the windows of the house, plainly illuminating the gears hanging in the sky, far beyond your reach. And for those of you upstairs, the smell of cooking meat is like you can smell something sweet, and then also like cooking meat coming from downstairs. And you guys were woken up by the sound of cooking from the kitchen, and kind of like a little bit of humming.
This is great. Yeah, I'm gonna get up and
Yeah, same.
come
I'm also
downstairs like a
making
kid
bed.
on Christmas.
I don't know how to make a bed, but I'm
You know
trying.
how orcs celebrate Christmas?
You don't know how to
Orcs believe in the
Christmas,
resurrection
yeah.
of Christ.
So you come downstairs, and Rosemary is in the kitchen, and she kind of comes out. Oh, her hair is a little messed up. She has very poofy hair, so it's a little messed up, and she's kind of like dirtied. Good morning. I hope you slept well. I
So
made something to eat. If you guys want anything.
Sounds awesome.
And you can see on it there's a small plate with some kind of little loaves of plain looking golden bread with little tiny brown specks in it. And then there is a plate of warm sausages that has been served with it. And a
Take my plate,
pitcher
and
of water.
instead of eating it, I'm gonna cut it up into little pieces and make it into packs of rations.
Oh, okay. So that's like there's like 2 packs of rations there.
Great. I have 2 rations, guys.
I'm just gonna eat it.
Yeah.
So
And
Slowly putting my food in a paper bag.
tucking it
for
in your
lunch.
pocket.
Yeah. Just slowly over time.
Yeah, Rosemary hasn't really said much to you guys. It's not like awkwardness, but she kind of doesn't really know what to say.
Yeah, I'm just trying to appreciate the moment.
Yeah. So you guys eat, and it's this kind of spicy sweet. The bread is a spicy sweet little tiny loaf of bread. Very cinnamon. It's just
Easy low and cinnamon here.
it's cinnamon. Yeah. And
It's solid. It's a solid
just a
block,
of cinnamon with a little bit of
Only
flour in it.
Yeah, it's just
So it's
Nothing
Die
else.
instantly.
it's a warm
bark. It's just
it's a warm cinnamon muffin, and then there are kind of gamey, not really greasy, but kind of fatty venison sausages that to go with it. And
I
there's
love
some
this.
steaming tea, like the stuff that you guys had in the mayor's office. So this pine tea.
excuse you, all the tea happened last night. But
Erica will be here all week, guys.
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah, I'm just like eating, very, very much trying not to make eye contact with Iridan.
So hopefully,
I just
hopefully
want
it's
to
working.
say the room that Airden was in, where they were trancing, is fucking spotless. It's so clean. Because
Yeah,
that's
'cause
what they did.
It's
for
just
that whole time.
the
There's like a tiefling-shaped outline of dust.
They were just like anxiously dusting, and there's like a few plants where there definitely weren't plants before.
Oh, so you put some plants down. All right.
The thing
So
about Kato
They're
is
in
that he's
pots.
squinting so
I need to
much
start growing
that you
trees
can't
and-
tell that he hasn't put his glass eye in yet. You can't tell that he hasn't put his magic eye in yet. He has to sleep with it off, or else it'll get too dry.
get infected. I forgot you had a glass
So
eye.
well, it's not really glass. It's just a magic black eyeball.
Yeah.
Just like a little cut of gem or whatever that works.
So,
eyeball.
After a
And you
pretty,
can fit it in your skull and it doesn't hurt.
it's pretty. Breakfast is pretty awkward, from what it sounds like, because no one's really talking to anyone else.
Nope.
Urani definitely every 5 minutes thanks Rosemary for letting them stay and giving them food. Like every 5 minutes, almost on the dot.
Rosemary responds in a variety of different ways. Mostly the same kind of, oh well, you're welcome, please. It's no trouble. But she's kind of kept her distance from you guys.
It's very fair.
Understandable.
Can I just eat as fast as I possibly can, and then thank her, and then just go to the other room and read the book on the Elven Monarchy that I got from the library?
Oh yeah, sure. Make a Constitution check for me, will you?
Okay.
Oh, because you're eating really
Is this
fast.
a saving? saving
Yeah, it's a
throw, or-
saving throw.
Or it's poisoned.
Well, I got a 5.
All right, so you have the hiccups.
Oh,
Thank God.
you're
You
gonna
asshole.
throw up.
No, you just have the hiccups.
On the bright side, when it's
You're the
poisoned,
worst.
I wouldn't have eaten any of it yet. So I'll be fine.
Yeah, so you just
Anyway.
When it's
have the
poisoned.
hiccups. So you guys hear Aridin hiccuping.
Trying to read my book, but I'm just in the other room
When I am done eating, I do want to go into the other room, and I want to say, I know you probably don't want to talk to me. I know you probably don't want to look at me or even see me ever again, which I understand. That's a lie, actually. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't entirely know what for, but I am sorry. If there's any way I
count if you don't know what you did.
I wish I did.
I lift the book up to cover my face.
All right.
I leave the room, I guess.
So as you're reading the book, it seems
My
like
swords.
it's been beating around the bush for the last few chapters. It's been setting this up slowly but surely. You can see the pieces start to come together, and finally it just hits a sentence where it's just like, the Elven King is only one king. It's like there has only been one Elven King.
Is it a convincing argument, or does it come off as some like conspiracy theory shit?
It's a little bit of both. So it's kind of like you can see, the author draws parallels between what each individual king has done, policies of one king that have been carried over or expanded upon, but also it's like you have the stigma of it's a like crackpot journal that someone tried to submit to the library.
Yeah. Is it like that one? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia picture where he's like at the board.
Yeah,
Oh,
kind
it's
of.
the Pepe Sylvia thing.
Kind of.
Yeah, the Pepe Sylvia thing.
Kind of like that. But there's a little bit more credibility between, like, you can kind of see where the line of thinking is going.
And my sword fighting, just
Yeah.
shadow boxing or whatever
You're just
you
like
do, but with swords. My long sword, yeah.
You-
Cut in
alright,
the air.
so
Are
you're
you
just
doing
cutting
that
the
in
air.
the house?
You're,
No, I'm
you're
doing it in the
bashing
front
up the
yard.
pottery. Alright.
I rationed her breakfast.
and then you're bashing the pottery. Ration the breakfast
Yeah.
and bashing the
Yeah.
pottery. Kiddos
Yeah,
the
I'm
best.
rolling over the. I do a
I
dodge
just
roll
put
into
that
all the
pottery
pottery.
there.
I'm like, oh no, all the pottery. No, I'm doing it outside in the front yard. So I'm like Just practicing my pivot.
He's
There's
picking it
fire
up.
everywhere.
He's picking it
Everywhere
up
I
and
could
throwing it all over the
Yeah,
place, trying to get
to get
riches out of
rupees.
it. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Your,
Yeah.
your
Are you
Ani
guys
is
ready to
trying
roll?
so hard
Yeah, you're trying. I'm sorry.
to remember.
Okay.
All mental capacity is to remembering.
Okay.
Do I have to
You're.
roll?
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to make an insight roll.
Roll to remember. I'm guessing I don't add shit to it.
Insight.
Ooh, hell yeah. 7.
You have no idea what she might be talking about.
Okay. I'm
It
Okay,
could be
I
it could be like the
gonna-
when you wouldn't drink earlier this evening. It could be anything.
I'm gonna put my book down. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna grab your Ani and drag her outside, and then I'm gonna like prepare my scimitar because I'm not sure how she's gonna react. So I'm gonna prep an attack, and then I'm gonna take the cuff off of my ear and show her the scars.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're gonna take the cuffs off your ears. Okay. So, Urani, you see Erden kind of one hand on their sword. I don't know how if you want to describe it because you're the one that's doing it. So, you can go ahead and do that.
So I take the cuff off, and you can see on their ear it's just a mess of scars that obviously weren't from a wound that obviously wasn't treated very well. But you can tell without the cuff covering it up that there used to be, a lot more ear there than there is now.
There used to be points there.
Urani is just like, she puts it together and she's confused. Like, you're an elf.
I'm still like, I'm still on the defensive.
Link
On
syndrome.
guard.
Ada,
We're out of hearing range from Kato.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just kind of hear Kato in the background.
I do not want to be rude when saying this, but how are you not insane?
I wish
'Cause-
I knew. And I put my sword away and I walk away.
So a little bit of background for those of you who might not know. The elves were all stricken with a terrible disease that pretty much drove the entire race insane. So that is.
They also oppressed humans for hundreds of years.
Yeah, there's your context. Continue after contextual notes. So are you guys ready to roll?
I want to talk to Anne Marie a little bit before
Okay.
we go.
Yeah, so Anne Marie's kind of sitting in her room. She's just kind of like playing with a hunting knife. Hi, Kato, right?
Yeah. So you're a hunter?
Well, it was for right now. Not really. But
I
yeah, I was a hunter.
But you just stay here?
For now, yeah. I don't know whether or not my leg will heal entirely, but I'm hoping it will because I kind of just there's nothing like it. And my mom, my mother, God bless her, will not be able to take care of herself without a little bit of help. So.
Listen, Anne Marie. We might be in need of another person to watch our backs, and there's no better way to make money than going out and taking, for humanity, or humanity, anybody.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I'm not really in much position to to help now, but if you come back in a few weeks, we can talk about it a little more. Because as much
Sounds
as
great.
I do love Fallstop, it might be time to get off this cog, you know?
You know, I am technically, well, unofficially a knight of the Crimson Order, and every knight needs a squire, right?
She looks at you kind of baffled.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I
Not
don't
not
want you to be my
baffled
squire.
at the squire thing, more so baffled. Like right after you say Crimson Order, she kind of knits her brow a little bit.
What? What's bad about that?
Nothing.
Squires are a thing.
No, not the squire thing. I'm
No,
flattered.
no.
I'm flattered, really. What's the Crimson Order?
Oh, well, it's just a religious organization. It's made up of orcs and I guess some people that, well, you know, in a lot of places that aren't so well developed, you get a lot of boogeyman stories. And a lot of those things aren't true, and some of them are not as bad as they may seem. So what the Crimson Order is really about is showing people not to be afraid of the dark, you know, stuff that goes bump in the night.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I might like to lend a hand.
All right, well, see you in a few weeks, kid.
Sounds good.
What? Out of character, what is wrong with me making a joke about squires?
Nothing. That wasn't a squire joke. It was just she didn't understand what the Crimson Order was.
No, I'm
It's a
talking to
little bit.
Amy and I'm talking to Erica.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
got against squires?
Hash it out.
Amy,
It's a little
Squires
Amy,
sound
say your
like that.
thing.
Like you're below them. Like you're not as good. Not well. It is that you're not as good. But like it's
Squire
not.
is below them. They're not a knight. This bitch ain't a knight.
Yeah, no, it sounded
She's a
like
cool hunter.
It
She's not a
sounded
knight.
it sounded like you offered for her to be your secretary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, well, now I know.
Knowing's
Now I
half
know.
the battle.
I do
Hey,
want to.
listen, guys. It's all about knowing, all right? You gotta always make strides to improve.
That's what G.I. Joe told me.
And, you know, I stand with women in their fight. Kato,
Okay.
Arcane, Orc Feminist.
Okay.
Urania is gonna go find Iridan. She's gonna like grab their shoulder and say, "Okay, don't kill me. Hear me out. Okay. I legitimately wish I could apologize to you for what you saw, but I don't even know what you saw. I don't even remember anything before I was 20, which is why I can't apologize, because I don't know at all."
Can you do the mind meld thing?
Did the mind meld thing?
Like
The charm person thing that you did?
the
No,
thing-
like the thing that you did with the
Oh,
robot.
with the
Oh.
Primus.
Yes? Why?
Do it.
Do the Bart man. Sorry.
Okay. And I do it. I do the thing.
Okay. Oh, geez. Okay. So yeah, you have to do the mind meld thing. Okay, cool. I'm gonna
Yeah,
need
don't
you
you have
guys.
to roll your psionic talent die?
Yeah, you
or
need to
whatever?
roll a psionic talent die.
6. I don't know what happens. I forgot what happens if you get a 1, doesn't it increase in size or stay the same in size? And if you get a 6,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
but isn't D6 the biggest size it can be?
Yeah,
It's
the
the
6 is the biggest
the size
size.
I have. You
Yeah,
can
it's
go-
only up to the biggest size.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, but at your level, it can only go up to
So
the
that
original size.
does that mean it stays? No, it means it decreases, right?
No, it
It
just
gets
stays
larger.
the same.
Yeah.
Okay, it stays the same then. So still
Okay.
a D6.
So you're.
Or no,
yeah.
wait. I mean, I don't know. Look in your ability. I don't know your stuff. Look in your.
Maya, what are you up to right now?
Please help me.
It always
Seeing
confuses me.
cooking like the dishes and stuff.
Yeah,
and
so
wash.
you're. That's nice of you.
Oh, look at you.
All right.
You're a much better guest than the rest of
Yeah.
us.
So you two are just you guys are like hanging out, cleaning some dishes.
I'm out here sword fighting in their yard.
Kato's training, it looks a bit too intense for me, and the two of them having their own conversation.
Kind of hashing it out.
Kato's
outside.
enlisting their children as
Girls
soldiers.
online, Melda.
That's something.
All right.
Gotta-
Reminder: you guys do need to be at the roundup to leave on
Yes.
patrol.
True, we do have to go
We do.
down.
So
That
it says if you roll a 6, or if you roll the highest number on your die, it decreases one size, and if you roll the lowest number, it increases to one size or stays the same if it's the max size. So would a 2 be staying this? No, it wouldn't be. It still decreases.
Yeah, it
No, wait.
decreases a little bit.
No, it just seems the same.
Oh yeah, it stays.
It's
'cause
No,
it's
I
over-
mean no, but I mean what is the ability you're using it for?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because it'll
I don't
say
know
in
what
the
that
probably
ability.
telepathic speech.
Yeah.
Or I would
Okay,
guess.
so what is the?
Perform telepathic
Yeah, I
action.
think that's what you
Oh,
used
that's
on
bonus
the
action.
Mechanus.
Roll a bionic pilot die. For a number equal to the number you rolled, you and a chosen creature can speak telepathically to each other.
For 2 hours?
So yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't think it decreases.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
think it decreases.
It doesn't say the
I think
die.
it just stays the same.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm very.
Nah, it's okay. All right, yeah. So you guys are connected in terms of whatever you
yeah.
want that connection to be. Yeah. So what are you gonna delve into?
Well, first I'm going to show her the heads on spikes.
Okay.
Oh, that. Oh.
Oh yeah, I need you to roll
Nice.
an intelligence check actually,
Okay.
or a
Okay.
wisdom check, Eridan, because you do have to. You do have to get through. There's some kind of interference.
Okay, even though we were.
Even though you guys are melded, there's
My-
interference within her head.
There's.
Okay, you said it was wisdom?
Yeah, it's a wisdom check. You need to break through that barrier.
That is a 13.
13. Okay. You're able to worm your way through whatever is blocking you from retrieving this particular memory you're looking for. It's like a strange, when you're going through it, it's like viscous goo. It's like slowing you down, sludge. You're trying to like get through it, and it's all kind of slimy.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're able to get to the heads and spears thing.
I do want to make. Can I look for any in the memory vision thing?
Mhm.
Are there any sigils
The
or
memory
anything like that?
zone. Sigils as in what?
Like family crest sort of thing?
Yeah, you can make a
God, you and your
perception check.
family crest.
It's the dad
Okay.
episode. It's the dad episode. Relax.
Dad episode.
It's the dad episode. It's the sad dad episode. Maybe later we'll have a happy dad episode.
Hopefully. Okay. What do I add to that?
It's a perception check.
Ooh, hell yeah. 19.
You're able to find a few things. The most vivid ones are the ones you saw in the book you were reading.
You cut out.
The most vivid ones are the ones you saw in the book you were reading.
You cut out again. The book you just
The
said.
book. The book you've been reading.
Okay. For the one I've been looking into?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. I mean, it's just like you're getting an array of images of various family crests. Like you're just seeing your most recent memories.
Okay. Okay. I stop and I look at Aaron and I'm like, I am very sorry.
While I'm at it, I'm gonna show her just some of my other fun elven drama.
Oh, nice. So pretty much where you guys are standing is you're standing in like a black pool.
Like
So-
Stranger Things stuff?
Yeah, so there's just like water around your ankles, and it's just a completely black abyss. And you could yeah, and you can kind of pull up these memories, but some of Urani's are tracked behind this kind of like weird cancerous goo.
Okay, so I'm gonna show her the memory of everyone around me going insane, and the city full of propaganda about the war, and then the city burning down and me trying to run, find somewhere safe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I am sorry.
And then I'm just gonna show just like a time lapse of me being alone in the destroyed city while the forest grows around me.
Kato's still
That's all.
outside swinging his sword.
Yeah, Kato's having a fun time.
We are not having a fun time.
How many broken pots? Like out of 10? Just like 3.
3 broken
Are you
pots, yeah.
are you doing some like
I've
Zelda
missed
shit?
I've
like
missed
you're looking for
70%
money
of
in the
my
70% of your
pot?
pot shots.
Your pot
swing.
shot.
Yeah, my pot shots. Check out my watch, guys.
Nice.
Dude,
I don't have
great watch.
It's a family heirloom.
All right, yeah. So are you guys
Family heirloom, in fact.
off to? You guys off to the?
Yeah, we gotta head out.
Gotta head
Gotta
to work.
thank Rosemary for her.
We're still connected for the next.
Yeah, we're still mentally connected.
We can like
next couple hours.
watch everything, but like we can. It's like we're still mentally connected for a bit.
A bit. Okay.
Wait.
And since you guys are mentally connected, Aridin, there's a little like, it's like a fly buzzing in your ear, like a mosquito, gnat. It's just this tiny little thing you can kind of feel in the back of your Urani's head. It's like just a little bit of pinprick pressure. It's back there.
Can I investigate?
Sure you can.
16?
So you're trying to dig into whatever that is back there, and it's so small, it's so tiny. It's like it's like a dime in a lake. You know, you're trying to get it and you just can't. Whatever it is, it's too small to get at for you. All right, yeah. So,
Okay.
as you guys make your
I know
way,
that this is something that is like in Urani's head all the time.
no, you can't figure out if it's been there the whole time or not. It's been there since you guys have been connected.
You can just.
Okay. So, but it's like coming from. It's not like me. It's from.
It's from Urani.
You can just ask.
Okay. I'm just gonna, without saying anything, grab Urani's hand and keep walking.
All right. So as you guys arrive in front of the town,
I definitely hold it back.
as you guys arrive in front of the town
Right,
offices, you're able to get a good look of this kind of small group of people that has massed there. It's composed entirely of men wearing each a heavy parka or similarly warm-looking clothes with a bundle of some kind of equipment on their back. Some of these soldiers they massed are as young as 12, while others look like they're in their 40s. Only 2 of the 12 have swords, though. The rest are holding this kind of like short pike with a little tiny shield on their arm. And they're all kind of standing around like talking to each other.
I feel a little out of place here, guys.
Yeah, because you're...
Yes.
Is it?
I'm an orc with a sword.
Yeah, I'm a person with a brain.
I mean, you got me there. You do have a brain.
Yeah, they're all looking
You are
at
a
you like a
person
little
with a
weird.
brain.
I just. Hello.
I look someone straight in the eyes, and I'm gonna activate my Crimson Ray on my longsword.
All right, so you're looking at this.
Weirdest shit
You're looking at
anybody's
this
ever
like
seen.
square jaw, like kind of older guy, and you just run your palm along your sword, and just lightning like spreads at the side of it, and he does not visibly move at all.
Kato?
Take 4 damage.
All right.
Yeah, what's up?
Don't try to intimidate them. We're supposed to work together.
And
We are working together. What are you talking about?
the office door opens, and a short man with close cropped hair and thick sideburns that meet in a mustache beneath this flat nose kind of comes out.
I
He's
enjoy this man.
He's got a
I
large
like this guy.
he's got a large burlap sack over his shoulder, like he's some kind of Santa Claus, and you can see like stuff kind of poking out of it. And he sits
He's a
down.
character from the musical 1776.
He sits down the bag with a clank and turns around to face all of you. Well, ready to head to our deaths? All right, line up for roll call, you lucky lot. Come on, guys, get in line, let's go.
All right,
In your
yeah.
honest head, I say, I hate this man.
And Iridan's head, I say, would it be the first time we line up for death?
Let's see, we got Banard.
Should have died times. I'm pretty sure I'm immortal.
Clearly loving this. Kato is clearly into this. With
All
his
right.
new park ranger mentality.
His new park ranger
Very uncomfortable.
commander.
Smokey the Bear. Yeah, Smokey the Bear.
Enough shit, I can do this.
All right, let's see here. We got Banard, Rothels, Miller, Jansen, Tylerson, Nindler, Keckles, Ronson, Yarg, Donald, Fletcher, and Kimmelson. Okay, great. Now you're probably wondering who I am. Well, I'm Brent Adamson. You can call me whatever you want to. I don't care. Just don't stab me in the back. And Brent starts to pace up and down the line, kind of unevenly. Like it's clear he's trying to be cool, and he's just not quite getting it. So now that we're all here,
I think that
go.
I think that, because it's Mechanus, it's like, everybody like randomly arranges themselves, but just so happens to arrange themselves in perfect height order.
Modularly.
Yeah, that's straight perfect height order.
I feel like that would happen.
All right, so.
We're in height order, or does that mean like we're the only ones?
No, you guys have gotten height order in respect to your in respect to your
just
group.
Because it's Mechanus, by chance everybody is in height order.
Yeah.
Because it's Mechanus.
All right, now that we're all here, and then some, and he kind of motions to you guys. Let's get to it. Our suicide.
Yeah, you didn't call our name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Know our names.
Sorry. You guys aren't on the roster for this week. Luckily though, I heard from the mayor that we were getting a little bit of help, so thank you for coming. Do you mind getting a quick introduction to the rest of the group?
My name's Airden.
We are 4 people. Maya, take it away.
Maya looks visibly uncomfortable and just starts fiddling with whatever she can in her hands.
Urani? What you?
Okay. I'm Urani. That's Maya. That's Kato, who stated the very obvious. And that's Iridan.
All right. Awesome. Thanks for coming to join us. Okay. Yeah, so our suicide trip has a couple of goals. 1, lay down new traps on that there bridge. 2, kill anything that moves that isn't one of us on our side. 3, bring back anyone who might be there, dead or alive. I really don't care at this point. And Brent stops pacing, and he just stops evenly in front of the door. Now, I'd like to take you off for drinks tonight, so let's get her going, shall we? And he kind of picks up his sack and starts walking down the street merrily, going out to the gate.
Ho 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 ho.
I don't know that I drink anymore.
Alcohol has lost all interest.
I don't know what you're talking about. I love Brent. I'm digging this Brent Adamson guy.
Cool, I guess.
He's like, I don't know if you've ever heard. It's a classic Crimson Order tale, though. Mr. Christmas.
I have absolutely no
Chris-
idea what you're talking about.
You know Mr. Christmas's magic Christmas sack?
No.
The rest of the patrol has already kind of like started walking away, following Brent. Oh yeah, you're going with him. All right.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, we're going.
We're just talking about
Yeah, so you're talking about Mr.
Mr.
Christmas.
Christmas.
So,
I think you're the only one who knows what that is.
so
No, I know about it.
everyone that you're walking by
Mr. Christmas.
is completely silent, and they kind of got their heads hung down, like it's some kind of funeral they're watching. And the rest of the patrol is kind of
Well, they're all
they're all quiet too.
they're all first level. We're third level, baby.
Yeah. We have 3.
We're not like the other girls.
Also, can I use second level spells yet?
You can use your I think it was your second level spells. Yeah, you've gotten used to this place over the last couple hours.
Why wouldn't you be able to?
Because
at
it's
the beginning you couldn't use them.
When
Yeah.
we first got in.
yeah, when you first arrived, you
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
use
So you can
certain
use second level
spells.
spells now?
Yeah, you can use your second levels.
Mind thrust, baby!
That's
Great for me and my first level spells. It's awesome.
S-
Magic.
Yeah. So you guys have made your way out of the village. Through the gates that you came through,
I found the highway.
and the people are kind of like looking at you sadly, and the guards do a mock salute as you leave.
I'm
Assholes.
Your Honor, just do people usually die on this? I'm guessing.
I think that's the subtext.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on the whole party.
Oh, okay. That's nice of
Yeah.
you.
I don't know if it will. It's the range is it's within 30. Each creature I choose within 30 feet.
Okay.
Are they all within
I
30
feel like
feet of me?
probably like the whole
Yeah,
line.
you're all within 30
Well-
feet, pretty much.
Okay, great.
You're pretty
Yeah,
close
I
together.
want to get like the whole group because like it doesn't. It's kind of fucking useless if we're super stealthy, but they're being
Yeah, so you're getting the whole patrol.
yeah.
All right, sweet. Because they're walking double file, so it's like 6 rows. They're about a foot apart, so you're well within the range to get your thing.
Okay, so everyone has plus
How
10
long does that last for?
to spell check. Up to an hour. It's
We
a
have
concentration spell. So up to
Plus
an
10
hour,
bonus to stealth.
You have plus 10 bonus to stealth and can't be tracked except by magical means. And
Thank
you leave behind no tracks or other traces of passage.
So as you guys are walking through the forest, or you're walking down the waterfall steps. Keckles pipes up. Hey guys, did you hear about the little wood accident they had? I heard it was I heard it was pretty intense.
You didn't really stick the
Thanks.
landing there, Geckles.
You know, we got mauled by an owlbear the other day.
That is not something you should be proud of.
Oh man.
Why
I
not?
wouldn't say
You got
Because
mauled.
being mauled by an owlbear is not a good thing.
So you guys are walking along.
Yeah, I tried to wrestle
thought
it.
we held our
and-
own pretty well against the owl bear.
And
Very bad at wrestling it.
Yarg comes back. Yarg is completely bald, except for 2 strips of hair that are kind of like really weird on his head. Like they're two tiny little strips of hair. It's like you
That
guys
like
It was not
tire
completely
track.
bald.
kind of like tire tracks. Guys, you wrestled an owlbear? I didn't. Why are they here? They're
Well, attempted to wrestle an owlbear.
jeez.
Ow.
I mean, their nest. They usually nest over off and near the edge of the cog. I'm surprised they were this far inland. I wonder if it has to do with the moss over here now.
The moss?
Moss?
Yeah,
The
the
moss,
moss.
you say?
Yeah, the moss. You don't know about the weird. You don't know about the moss?
No, tell me about the moss.
Yeah,
Don't let,
no.
don't let
Tell
him
me
know about the
everything you know
moss.
about the moss.
owlbears love the moss that we have here. It grows on the pine trees. Grows really well in the cold. It's right always on the west side of the tree. So that's kind of how we can tell. So it's a little bit of a woodsman
Wow.
thing.
That's usually a myth.
Yeah. It's really cool actually because if you're ever really cold, you can put the moss on the ground and like rub a couple sticks over it and it just bursts right into flames. Some kind of alchemical like weird mixture in the moss that just lights
Can I
right on
roll
fire.
to see if this is
crazy
Think
because
this is the kind of
you put
moss
the
that I
moss on the ground
recognize?
and then it moves so that it's facing west. It's crazy.
it's
It's
it
absolutely. It
orients
moves in real
itself.
time. It just shuttles along the ground.
The moss starts running around along the ground.
We on that
Do I
Mechanus
know
shit.
about this moss?
Yeah. What'd you roll for your nature check?
Nature check? Let me
Yeah.
see. I got a 14.
You've seen the moss that he's talking about, that Yarg is talking about, and it is definitely what he says it is. In terms of it's always west.
Damn, that's one of my favorite mosses.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty
It's-
neat.
It's real handy.
Yeah. Have you ever seen
You
it?
know,
Doesn't work.
You ever seen the marbled version of it? Where it's kind of like those coral colors. It's weird because you're walking along and it's this pine forest, and then you got this beautiful pink and blue kind of moss on the side of a tree, man. Tell me about it. Oh my god.
Airden is like bouncing.
Yeah.
They're so excited.
And there's a young boy, like this youngest member of the group, and he's kind of like listening in on the conversation a little bit. Just kind of trying to the group's kind of like the marching order has shifted, so people have kind of moved around, and it seems like the group has improved a little bit in terms of morale.
So that we can be arranged by birthday.
Wait, where do I stand?
I
I
don't
don't know. It
know.
looks totally random.
It looks.
The joke is that we don't know that we're arranged in any way,
It
but
seems
we're
random.
arranged by birthday.
It seems
But
random,
we're arranged by birthday.
but it's not. It's not.
Mechanus is the greatest place we've ever been, Johnny. How could you
Johnny,
say that there's not much on
It
Mechanus?
seems random, but there's some kind of underlying order to it. So the way that you guys are standing, it's Maya, then Urani, then Kado, and then Airden. But it's in reverse.
Wow, our birthdays are all real close.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I don't think that birthday is particularly close to any of yours for some reason.
And some of you guys, and some of the people, like you've kind of oriented yourselves to face out, like diagonally outward. Just over time, you've kind of
we're like
yeah, you kind of just started to like tilt your
we're doing
view
a goose
outward.
thing.
You're doing a goose thing, yeah. And while crunching through the
All right.
snow, you spot bloody paw tracks that are running almost concurrently with your marching order. The blood is deep red, and you can see there are splatters along the ground. And soon enough, the tracks halt, and Brent holds up a fist. And there's a small snowy clearing where you can hear the huffing and puffing of a large creature sitting in a field. And over the rest of the patrol, there is a thin black spear sticking out. Like you can see a black kind of spear shaft sticking out of it.
What is it?
Creature?
It's an owlbear?
Yeah, there's a
Is
creature.
it a beast?
It's an owlbear?
Okay, I say we approach it slowly.
Is it a beast? This is important.
No, it is not a beast.
Quarterstaff.
Airden, why
Johnny,
don't
let me interact with the
Airden,
beast.
you do something.
It's not a beast, dude.
Airden, you do something.
Okay, I guess I'll.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a beast. I'll allow it.
Okay, then I'll use beast speech, and I'll come close. I'll walk towards it, and I'll be like, "Hi, I'm not gonna hurt you.
So as you
I can
walk,
help you."
you get out of line, and the rest of the patrol kind of looks at you, and Brent has a particularly shocked look on his face. He's just,
I
I hold up my hand to make sure they all stay back.
okay.
Let them do that thing.
This all the time, it's fine.
They're good with this.
Yes. You're a friend?
Yes, I'm a friend. What happened to you?
I was attacked by a strange being. And you can see there's a spear, a barbed spear, firmly nested in their side. Like you can see it's stuck in there. Something came out of the woods.
Describe?
It had cruel, thin thing ran at me with this long spear and stuck it in. And I tried to kill it, but it was too fast, and it ran back into the woods.
Okay, I am going to heal you now. I am here with a party. Do you want to come with us and we can protect you?
No, if I can find my way back to my clutch. Thank you, though.
Okay, then I cast Cure Wounds.
All right. So as you cast Cure Wounds and the owlbear's skin, its silver coat, begins to knit back together, the spear begins to work its way out. And finally, when the owlbear is completely healed, the spear drops onto the ground, and you can see it. It's about 8 feet long, and there's a barbed, cruel, kind of barbed tip at the top, and it's all made out of this black, silvery black kind of metal.
Are you sure you'll be okay alone, friend?
I am not alone. I will be going back to my family. They are a short way away from here.
Good luck.
Safe travels, and may you never be without shade. And the owlbear gets up and lumbers away.
Y'all, what the fuck is this spear?
Do I know what the fuck is this spear?
No. You don't know what the spear is. You've never seen a spear like it before.
I turn around to everyone else and say, "What the fuck is this spear?"
One
What
of
the
the
fuck is this spear?
one of the group members,
I know what a spear is.
the boxy square-faced man that you intimidated earlier, comes up and takes the spear, and you can see all the colors start to drain out of his face. We're dead.
What?
We're dead for sure. This is a fool's errand.
Well, what is the spear from?
It's from the beasts that hunt in the woods, who have taken
Yeah, no shit
all
from the
the
beast that hunts
other
in the woods.
patrols. And it doesn't matter how fancy your sword is, they're gonna run you right through and bring you to the rest of them.
Well, thank you. We sort of figured they were hunting things. Do you know what kind of creature they are?
No one's
No,
seen
no,
them.
no, 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 no. Wait a second. You're telling me that these creatures that have hunted this owlbear in the woods are hunters from the woods? Crazy. Why don't you get your fucking act together? All right, pick your balls up off the ground.
Urani is
And maybe we
laughing
can
her
keep
ass
going.
off.
All right. I'm gonna need you to make.
We're on a suicide mission anyway, aren't we?
Are you
No way to
intimidating?
get double
Trying to
dead.
make an intimidation check.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
guess
Can you
so.
do it and then
Sure.
do it with advantage?
Okay. Do it. So roll it twice,
Yeah, do it with advantage.
or like, okay, do it with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. Here we go.
God.
14.
All right. You see the guy turn around, stick the spear into the snow and walk back into the line.
So,
And,
I guess we're here to kill these people? Creatures?
Pick up the spear and I guess toss it to Brent.
Brent grabs it, and you hear a couple of voices pipe out. Dude, no problem, man. Read so many books. This will be easy. We got this in the bag, guys. Come on.
Well, I wouldn't say we got it in the bag.
I'd say
Could
it's
I
like
have told
in a perimeter of the
like
bag.
how
Perimeter.
long ago the owlbear got injured?
Yeah, based on the blood, it was not long ago. Maybe an hour or two tops.
If we track the blood, shouldn't we be able to find where these things came from or where they attacked it?
I don't
Where they attacked it, either they're still nearby if they were waiting for it to die, or they were killing it for no reason.
Irani, were you talking to the owlbear or something? I saw you making some weird grunts.
No.
Do you mean?
I think Iridan was talking to the owlbear.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
he was
my bad.
very nice.
Kato wouldn't say Airden. That's just my bad. Yeah, Airden, you did.
Yeah.
We should have asked him
Said something came out of
where it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was a
Honestly.
little preoccupied helping it with the spear.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I get you.
No. That's impressive.
Okay. Well, yeah. I think tracking the blood's a good idea.
Okay, so you're gonna track the blood.
Track the blood, and
Yeah.
Urani leads the way.
Because
Yeah, Irani, you lead.
The blood is actually coming from behind you.
Like
And
tracking the tracks from where the
the-
owlbear came from.
yeah, it's coming from behind you. And
And I guess we're going
um,
behind us.
the rest of the patrol is kind of looking at you weird. And Brent comes up out of line and he's like, "Guys, I'm sorry. We kind of got a job to do here. I don't think tracking whatever hurt this guy is really a big deal. Like, really?
Say the job
what's our
was
job
to
again?
kill whatever was killing all the patrols out here. Is that not what we're here to do?
Yeah, but we also have to take care of the bridge, you know? The
How
bridge.
far's the bridge?
Yeah. Why
Okay,
don't we
well,
get
you
to
go
the
through
bridge
the
quick
bridge.
and then come back here?
Okay.
Yeah, bridge.
Yeah,
seems
or we
like
can
a
track these
sensible
guys.
place.
We can track these guys while you go to the bridge, and then we can, we can just scout ahead,
Double team.
scout these
I
guys.
say to Urani, in her head, honestly, it doesn't seem like they would have been much help anyways.
I say back. Yeah, no, you are entirely right.
All right, so
Ain't like these guys are gonna stop killing.
who's doing what? So I know you guys are splitting up.
Yeah. No, we're saying that
we are
the
going
regular
to-
patrol.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah, the
continue
four
with
of us are
their.
going to the.
We as a group will track whatever it was that threw
Ooh,
that
but also
spear.
they might die without us.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe someone should go with
Well,
them?
that's on them.
Because they
I'm gonna
might
let
die without
I'm
us.
gonna let you guys make your decision. I will be right back.
Also, I'm sorry, I
I
got
feel
really
like
good
it's on
pie.
them for dying.
Okay, there are little children with them.
No, but they're already on a
Yeah, I
suicide
think
mission. It's
we
not
gotta
gonna.
stick with them.
And it's not like just one of us is gonna be able to stop whatever's going on. We'll just get ourselves killed.
Well, that is a fair point.
I've survived plenty of suicide missions.
I mean, I've never been on a suicide mission, but basically where we come from, everything's a suicide mission, right?
If we're on
Yeah,
a
I bet
suicide
this is-
mission, then that makes it some kind of suicide squad. No, that's dumb. Never mind. I'm sorry, guys. Just ignore that. That's dumb.
Yeah, it's
I
a
called
bad
dibs on
name,
Harley Quinn.
bitch.
Harley Quinn.
I want her to.
Everyone wants Harley Quinn.
I
best one.
will be King Shark.
You're the only good character in that movie.
Yeah.
I'll be Jared Leto's Joker.
No.
Ooh, nice.
I'll be playing the role of Jared Leto, playing the role of the Joker.
Does that mean we're
Okay.
dating, Amy?
Worse.
Wait, that means it's a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
No, never.
So
We made
yeah,
a
we're
Suicide
we're
Squad
gonna
joke.
We're rewriting it.
Yes. There.
we're gonna
Great.
split up with the patrol and go
So you're split
scout
with
these
okay.
spear people.
The
Okay,
spear
we
people.
did not decide on that.
It sounds like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
still
we did.
discussing.
Of course.
How did we not?
You
How did we not
decided
decide on it?
I think we should. I think that we should go with them. I don't want to be the reason these children die.
Here's what we can do. We can go with them, and then we have to head back this way to go back, so we can investigate it on our way back.
You
I
can
mean,
always.
that's true, but
You can always.
we
Send,
might miss whatever we're trying to track.
Yes, but I don't feel right about putting children that young in danger.
There's like 12-year-olds. Or 10? I don't know
12.
how children really work.
I would like to protect them.
Then maybe it's
These
time we
children
send
signed up for this.
Maybe it's time we send the protectors one way and the trackers the other way, huh? Maybe?
Yeah, I think we should go 2 and 2, maybe. That might be our best bet. Because I agree on it would be nice to come and go back, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of scouting and tracking, you know,
Hey,
because
Johnny?
these guys are going to keep moving.
How long has it been?
How long has it been? About an hour and a half.
Well, wait, Iridan, if you want to go with them, I can go with Kato and track it, and if anything happens, you tell me.
Don't you guys not have your psychic connection anymore? I thought that was only going to
For 2
last for
hours.
an
We
hour.
have it for. It lasts for 2 hours. Yeah.
We have it for another 30 minutes.
Okay, cool.
It won't last for too much
let's
longer,
go.
but it works. Let's go.
All right.
Move fast.
Tracking crew.
Well, Urani and Kato, tracking crew.
All right, tracking crew. I'm gonna need you guys to make a nature check, and the rest of the team, you will be following along with the patrol.
Is that, survival?
No, that's nature.
Nature.
Yes, you're trying to
Same
track it. So.
thing. Nat 20.
All right, you're able to, with
I got
very,
13.
with very, very good amount of ease, you can kind of feel the mind. You can feel the mind of whatever attacked this thing, and it's pretty small. But you can still feel its pressure, and you're kind of you hone into that path and you start following it, tracking it deep into the woods. And
yeah.
the rest of the group is beginning to wander off. So the rest of the trip is pretty quiet. We've Yarg is talking about what he likes to call some moss conceptions. So he's talking about he's talking about
This man.
He's talking about his favorite types of moss, and how one time he thought he had hair one morning, and it turned out there was like a coat of moss on his head because he'd been like sleeping for too long.
Airden is enraptured.
Brent is talking about competitive arm wrestling. It's like,
Also,
yeah,
every
guys,
once in a while, just sending Urani some fun
moss facts
about moss.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
you guys
And
are
falls in love with Mothman.
all right. So you guys are off on your merry old way, and that leaves our brilliant tracking crew. So you're going deeper and deeper into this dark forest, and it's only lit now by these little pinpricks of mushroom light. So there's little mushrooms on the ground and lit by mushrooms.
Is there current snowfall?
There's no current snowfall, so you've got tracks.
Okay, good. So we can just leave tracks and be good. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got tracks.
So we don't have to do anything special.
I mean, I don't know if Pass Without a Trace is still working on you, but if it is, then you're not leaving tracks.
It's not working.
But I don't know if it stops working once you're outside of 30 feet with me.
It's outside of the range.
Okay.
Also, I guess I'll just like chop down some of the branches above us where we go.
Okay.
With my sword.
Find my back.
Just hack down some branches. So yes, we can find.
And Urani, you're feeling your little like kind of sonar, your mind sonar. You've got a little bit of connection with this thing, and you can feel you're getting closer to whatever it is. And also, there's that pressure that I've been telling you about. It's gotten a little sharper, just a tiny little bit.
Okay. Okay. I think I know what this thing is, and I hate that fact that I know what it is. I'm praying to God it doesn't get sharper. If it does, I'm gonna cry.
It's not. It's just like you can kind of feel it now. As you're starting to. As you're thinking about other thoughts, you can kind of feel just a little bit of sharpness behind your ears. All right. So you guys, you continue tracking this thing, and finally you get to a circle of stones, and there's a hunched very tall, hunched figure standing in the middle of the snow. And it's just kind of like hanging out there, and you can hear some chittering coming from it.
We do the classic look at each other, and then I put my finger to my lips.
I was like,
It
There's
doesn't.
hand signals involved.
Yeah, it
I start
doesn't.
speaking in sign language.
Nice. Whatever it is, it
Yeah,
hasn't noticed your presence.
What?
It's just kind of sitting there. Whatever it's doing, it's just kind of sitting there.
Okay. So it's just a hunched figure sitting there.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not sitting on a stone or anything. It's got a very.
Okay.
I'm
So the
still
way.
trying to pantomime this to Kato.
And the way that it
Just
looks.
come here.
The way that it
Just
looks
come here.
like, it has this very thin, tiny little waist, like just tiny, and then it kind of sprouts up
Fucking
into it.
snatched waist.
Yeah, and it sprouts up into its chest, and you
Yeah.
see two spindly long arms kind of coming off
You
of
saying
it.
he's slim thick?
No, it's slim. But then
I
the
motion for Urani to come over here.
Okay, I come forward and I ask for, do we want to approach it nicely, or do we want to like kill it?
Don't approach it at all. This guy's our. If we kill him, we'll have nobody left to track. We gotta just wait here and let him do his business. Wait for him to leave, and then follow him.
I'm pretty sure this is what we're trying.
Yeah, but he's gonna lead us back to any others. I know about tracking, Urani. I got that track brain.
I know about tracking. Let me I just go and kind of duck behind a tree a little bit.
We wait.
Okay, so
We
you're
wait.
waiting.
We have a great time. We're waiting.
So, you
I'm
guys.
definitely still talking to Irridan because I'm bored. Just like,
All right.
we're waiting to kill this, and maybe not kill this thing. I don't know. It's
I'm not gonna kill him.
we're not gonna... You can't hear this.
But
I
you-
know.
They
I'm
put
just
that
saying.
spindly little guy in a ring of stones. He's pretty nice, I guess. He's just vibing.
And he's got a very
No,
long.
that's what the owl bear.
His
That's
aft.
what attacked the owl bear.
Yes.
Oh.
With long arms.
Yeah, very long, very thin arms.
Yes.
Just whisper.
That's what it sounded like, anyways.
That's what attacked the owl bear.
And as you guys are.
The owl bear.
So you guys are.
Masters of stealth.
You guys are hanging around,
Uh-huh.
and the dull white light of Mechanus is starting to fade as the rest of the patrol has reached their destination, the bridge. In the dull glow, you can see it. A 10-foot wide, bronzes gray span stretching all the way from this snowy cog to the one across from you, a barren gear with no visible life on it. In front of you, there's a small array of little tiny slanted roofs over patches of ground nestled beneath the last trees. And there's a fire pit in the center of all these little shelters. Some camp, huh? One of the guys pipes up. It ain't much, but it'll be home for a bit. Jansen, Baynard, get some wood ready. Kimmelson, start a fire. And Miller, find us something to eat, please. Everyone else, just take a quick sweep of the area, please. And then, dinner time. And Brent kind of gets the rest of the crew together and they start sweeping the rest of the area.
I'm guessing by this point, the thing is up.
Yeah, the thing is
Why
up
would
on
you guess
your
that?
end. Oh, it's just sitting there. It's still just sitting there.
We're just hanging out. This thing could be here for like 10 hours.
I just,
We just
I'm
have to
like,
wait.
I can't talk to Eridan. Can I try and reconnect it from a distance?
Yeah, but it's gonna be harder.
Okay, should I roll a d20 for it then?
Yes, please. Don't add
yeah.
anything to anything. Don't add anything to it.
You can't add Arcana?
No.
8!
Okay. So you're unable to reconnect with Eridan. It was a DC 10 to hit, so.
Aw, it's so sad.
Aw.
Womp womp.
Ba ba ba
Can't
da
even
ba.
No casting modifier?
No.
She's not proficient with brain shit.
Nope.
I
Absolutely
brain
not.
shit.
Absolutely not.
I have brain.
Okay, guys, that was that DC 10. Calm down.
I know.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm just messing with you.
All right. Yeah. So Maya, I want you, Maya and Airden, I want you both to make a perception check for me.
Perception?
Yes, please.
Yay. Not the best. 15.
All right.
22.
Okay. Sweet. So Maya, you don't even have to leave the area. You see broken arrowheads all over the ground near the bridge.
Oh.
And as you're walking through the small kind of scrub grass, Airden, you kick a forceps of a large ant-like creature. It's just like it's been hemmed off. It's just this ant forceps, probably about 3 feet long.
Big ant. I was afraid of ant.
So it's not a whole ant.
Nope, just the
It's
forceps.
Okay, just a little bit of an ant.
A little bit.
Big ant.
All right, and back in the tracking team. It's moved. It's gotten up.
Oh my god.
And it didn't get up on 2 legs. But it lifted a huge hind quarter. And it is just standing, and you could see a pair of antennae stretch up. And whatever it is, it's just hanging out, standing there. It's got some kind of armor on. Like it's got a shield strapped to its side.
This motherfucker's a bug.
Is this motherfucker
And
a bug?
it's standing on 6 legs.
Why would you
Yep.
ask that?
This motherfucker's a bug. Oh, it's just a really
Wait,
big
but it's
bug.
not a bug. It's not a bug, actually. Because it
I
probably
need you
has
guys to make a
arms, which
stealth
would
check,
make
please.
it an arachnid.
Oh,
It's probably an arachnid, actually, not an insect.
That's still a bug. Bug is a.
a
You didn't
bug.
say insect. You said bug. Bug is a.
I got
Doo-ba-doo-boo-boo-doo-doo-doo.
Okay.
Stealth?
Stealth.
17.
19. So
Awesome.
good.
We are stealthy mother truckers.
See? Okay, sweet. So it doesn't
Erica,
notice
say
you
fuck.
when it gets up.
Fuck. Why did you want me to say it?
Because you said mother trucker.
Oh,
You guys want to take a quick break?
yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, it's already 9 o'clock.
Oh,
Wow.
It is?
Yeah, it is.
Wow. That was fast.
Yeah, I
Ain't
mean,
that the normal end time?
Is it the normal end time?
I mean, do you want to end now?
It is. You know, I'm feeling pretty sleepy.
I'm quite sleepy.
Okay,
Quite
well,
sleepy, John.
before we end,
We need to plan these things better because every time it's like, are we done now?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
we're
done
usually
with
we're
it.
usually a little trivial because I've got more, and we're not going to be able to settle this before next week. So
so if we are done, I have an important announcement to make.
oh yes, Eric has a very important announcement
yeah.
to make.
Do that.
I have
Guys, a very important announcement,
to
guys.
make.
Announcement
For anyone
time.
who is
Go,
still
Erica!
watching, I don't know how many people are, but we are happy to announce that the Moth Company is doing a giveaway.
Woo! Woo!
We will be giving away one Mind Flare Funko Pop.
Yes.
Yay.
Of course, you get the
And-
pleasure of announcing that.
Of course, I get the pleasure of announcing that. And one Mind Flare bag, I believe.
Yes,
Mind
it's
Flare
a
head.
clip-on.
Slimy
It's a
head.
clip-on bag. You get your very own slimy
Mind
head
Flare head
for the
bag.
folks watching.
Very
at home.
own
You're very
slimy
awesome,
head.
man.
And all you have to do is we're going to make a post about it on Instagram at _moth_company. And all you have to do is tag 2 people in the post and like it, I guess. And then boom,
Yep.
you're
And
added.
Be following the Moth Company.
You
Yeah,
also
yeah.
have to follow the Moth Company.
Follow us, like it, tag a couple of your friends, and then when we stream, not this week but next week, we want to give you guys some time. We will announce the winners at the beginning, or yeah, we'll do like a midway break. We'll announce the winners in the midway break of the next stream.
And we
So
will announce it.
that's us. We'll announce it.
Woo!
So good luck to all of you at home. Thank you for watching us. This has been the Moth Company, and we hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And